Hey guys, My Life here, bringing you another audio commentary. My last few audio commentaries, my most recent one wasn't bad, but the ones before that, the audio levels were kind of messed up, and I had gotten some comments about that. I had actually stepped on my mic a couple months ago, and I kind of jerry-rigged it back together, and it was perfect for Ventrilo, but as you could tell, it wasn't the greatest for capturing my audio with Fraps, so it should be fixed now. I went out and got myself a new mic, so all my audio levels should be fine. If there's still problems, just let me know in the comments on those videos. I also, I'm looking for people. Just let me know if you guys want to see 2v2s or 1v1s or what you guys are really looking for, because I'm willing to do whatever. Now I'm actually ranked 6th in my Platinum 1 vs 1 division. I know, like, my first or second video I told you guys I was, a top level gold player, but I did get promoted to Platinum. I got put in about the 28th spot, I believe, in Platinum, and I've now worked my way up to 6th. So I'm a random player, so I'm trying to get myself up there. Mastering all 9 matchups is kind of tough, so. But as you can see, I've got 13 drones here now. The Terran is going a pretty typical build. Hopefully he'll get a 13 refinery. He still doesn't know what race I am, because like I said, I do play random in 1 vs 1. Hopefully this audio commentary will please you guys. It's actually a very intense match. Tons of stuff happens during this, and this guy just plays like, in my opinion, he plays like a homo, and I just can't stand the way he plays. Like, I was annoyed by the way this guy did things. I actually went with a 13 hatchery, and I'm now going with a 13 spawning pool, so that's a little bit weird. I'm not really sure. Maybe I thought I had made an extra drone and I didn't. I normally go with a 13 hatchery, 14 spawning pool, but I started it up a little early, probably because his SCV came in and scouted me, and I figured he'd try some bunker shenanigans or something. He's already getting his orbital command, he's got his gas up, and things are starting to develop here. My hatchery is almost finished. I still have no spawning pool, and as you can see, he's now building a bunker with his SCV. Now the problem with his bunker placement here is I believe he should have placed it right next to the hatchery, because he can put it there before the hatchery spawns, because there's no creep yet. But the second that comes up, he won't be able to put it that close anymore, so he can't move in with this bunker. He's kind of at a range here, and this allows me to actually come down with a drone. See how I'm not panicking here? You don't want to panic. You don't want to flip out and send all your workers down there and get everything killed, because your workers aren't going to kill a bunker before an SCV can repair it. So I just come down here, I build a spine crawler, I get a few zerglings, and he's now forced to get out of his bunker and come over to try to kill my spine crawler, and as soon as he does, I run my lings up, and then he'll jump back in his bunker, and we kind of play this little back and forth game a few times, and then once I get my spine crawler up, he realizes the gig is up, and there's not really a whole lot he's going to be able to do. Had he put this bunker a lot closer, his marines could have shot at my spine crawler from within inside the bunker, so that was definitely a mistake on his part. I actually tried to go in a little hastily here. This was a big mistake on my part. I should have just sat here and waited it out until my spawning crawler got up. Lost a few lings that I didn't need to lose. Tried to pick off a marine there, but he got him inside the bunker. Once again, lost a couple marines. And he's just going to keep coming out and trying to kill this spine crawler. I actually have him set to attack nothing but the bunker, so he can't really distract my spine crawler. Now this is really stupid. I was up in my base not paying attention, lost myself a queen, but I finally do take down the bunker, I make him run, and I do quick work of his 2 SCVs, which he tries to save his marines with here, with my 4 lings. So I get all of his marines, and I get his SCVs, so that's good. He does retreat this marine. And now I am making another queen because I foolishly lost my last queen. That definitely hurts my early game economy. As you can see, he now has multiple barracks coming up. He's going to go with 4 barracks and start pumping units out. I'm trying to get up my second Vespin Geyser. At this point I realize he's harassed me quite a bit. I do have a ton of drones over here. I don't know why I've not transferred some of those to the other mineral patches, but definitely this is more than 2 rows of drones. Early game, there's no reason to have your main saturated that hard if you have room for those drones over here on your other minerals, because more than likely, as you can see, there's going to be some drones running around looking for minerals to mine here. Late game, that is the number I like to have, though. I kind of like to have just that amount of of drones, so I did get my second queen up, and I am now upping my Roach Warren because Lings are just not tanky enough in order to take on his infantry. That is definitely a fact. Now this guy doesn't do a ton of scouting on me, so I'm not really sure why he decides to hit when he does in this game. He does build sensor tower later, which you don't see often, but I'll show you guys great uses for the sensor towers here in a little while. But he's just not scouting me. He has like well-timed hits on me a couple times with no scout. It kind of makes, you know, me wonder a little bit, like, is this guy map hacking? What's going on? But definitely, there's definitely a sense in higher level players where they kind of just know what the other opponent is doing at the time, and they try to make their hits at perfect times. I am getting up some roaches now. I was low on supply, getting a few overlords, and he's now going to move in and try to hit me here. As you can see, all I have is 4 lings. I have 1 queen. I just got 4 roaches out, and my other queen is still back up in my base. 3 more roaches came out. I don't have any creep between here, so it would take that queen forever to move. I do up a Hydralisk then, just in case he decides that he's going to attack Banshees. And foolishly, I run my queen out here and just get my queen picked off. That was a big mistake by me. My roaches come out, and he's got these concussive shells, and he's just kiting my roaches back and forth. We all know before the patch that the Marauders were just the ultimate counter for roaches, and even the fact that he had to upgrade these concussive shells here still allowed him to get an attack out really early. I was worried about getting my workers back up in my base, and I kind of just let 3 roaches die here, but it was nice because they came out at the same time that he killed this hatchery, so all of those broodlings and the roaches were hitting him at the same time. He does scan me to see what I have up here, and for some reason he sits foolishly on this ramp and hasn't brought these units up yet. He's now bringing them up, I guess. This little stall of his actually allowed me to get my units out and overpower him here. That was definitely a mistake on his part. If he had them rallied further up, he could have hit me and killed off all of my roaches, or at least taken my Hydralisk Den or my Roach Warren before I was able to get units out in order to stop him. I do have some extra energy on my queen here because all the micro-intensive stuff that was going on before, so I lay down a creep tumor and start spreading my creep that way. I am getting my faster movement speed for my overlord, so hopefully I can scout him out and find what he's doing. And I did save all of my drones from down here, so I have a 1000% saturated main right now, so I'll have plenty of drones to move down here as soon as this hatchery is up. As you can see, he still has nothing but his barracks, 2 with reactors, 2 with tech labs, and he's now going to try to expand with his command center. He definitely put a hard hit on me. I'm not going to try to hit him anytime soon because at the moment I know he has the advantage over me. He took a 300 HP building down, and he took 150 HP or 150 gold queen and 300 gold building down. So I'm just not talking right today. That's not gold, it's minerals, and it's not HP, it's minerals. So, been talking so much in this audio, it's getting to me already. Put up my evolution chamber so I can start researching. I'm getting my range on my Hydralisk so they can sit safely behind my roaches and attack from afar while my roaches tank